Reed, what up, buddy? You want to work your team? I'll let you. Shout out to the Lost Boys. Y'all stay intact, all right? Peace right here in the building.
REED-BBS, BBS. For all the pre-fight buzz it failed to generate, for all the collective indifference the boxing world was kind of giving this fight beforehand, Fury versus Usyk made up for it where it matters most, in the center of the ring, or in my Ali voice, in the center of that ring. In the center of that ring. Kudos to Usyk, man. 2012 Olympic gold medalist, undisputed cruiserweight champion, World Boxing Super Series winner at cruiserweight, reigning WBA, WBO, and IBF champion, now undisputed lineal heavyweight champion of the world. Oh, Gappy teeth. Gappy teeth. Gappy teeth. You ugly little man. You ugly little man. In whatever language or dialect, OLEKSANDR USYK is now the heavyweight champion of that shit. So we're going to put some respect on it. Fight itself, man. Fury, he did what he does. He clowned, he was probing, feinting, moving. Usyk, he landed a looping left very early in the fight it was kind of foreboding, like, okay, here's my weapon of choice, bruh. Fury, he clowned after catching another left hand in the second round. And I have to say, Fury's waistband, what the fuck was the deal with Fury's waistband? It was absurdly high. So if Tyson Fury's 6'9", his waistband was like 6 feet fucking high, dog. Like, that shit was ridiculous. It was like right below where his titty started. Like, I'm sorry, your waistband don't need to be that fucking high. There needs to be an appreciable amount of space. You're supposed to be able to see the navel, I thought. And your navel isn't right up under your titties. I know that. I'm not an anatomy expert, but I know that much. But back to the fight. Fury, he was targeting the body with stabs and uppercuts and hooks with both hands. He was trying to expose that so-called glass body. We all think Usyk has a glass body, and Fury was trying to exploit it. He kept Usyk at the end of his shots from about the third round onwards. Usyk, the smaller man, kept the pressure on, and Fury kept him at the end of his shots from the third onwards. It was a Tyson Fury tempo and pace, and he had just about had Usyk tucked away in his back pocket safely and snugly. It was Fury's fight. Right uppercut hurt Usyk in the 6th round. It finally made Usyk give ground. The 6th was Fury's best round the whole night as things turned out. Usyk was even cut over his right eye, but he persisted though, toughly, bravely. David repeatedly waded into Goliath. And Usyk has that way where he probes the southpaw. He moves his lead hand like he's controlling an imaginary steering wheel, and he's doing the level change thing, up, down, then he attacks. And he finally started touching Fury up more and more. Fucked Fury's nose up bad in the 8th round. Fury was visibly bothered by his nose, blood flowing freely from it. And Fury made the cardinal sin of blowing his nose. He kept blowing his nose, which only exacerbates swelling. And so Fury's eyes started to swell up a little bit. Round 9, that's the one that resonated. That's the one that made the boxing world gasp. The one that had us all out of our seats, either on the edge of our seats or out of them motherfuckers. The story of the fight, it was encapsulated in 3 minutes. The whole story of the fight. It was the round of Usyk's life, the round of Usyk's career, of Usyk's dreams. And to put it simply, Tyson Fury was beaten up. He got his ass whooped in the 9th round. And whereas Wilder, he would drop Fury dead in his tracks with single shots, for multiple knockdowns. I think Wilder ended up dropping him like 4 or 5 times, whatever it was. Well, Usyk pummeled him. Usyk pummeled Fury in the 9th. Put hands all up on Fury. All the way up on Fury. I think it was a right-left, and it was especially the left and a right-left combo. It hurt Fury, knocked him against the ropes, and then a fusillade ensued. A fusillade ensued. It resulted in the 8th registered knockdown of Fury's career. My man's legs was gone. His legs was gone. He was a big-ass, retreating, teetering target. And it's hard to miss a motherfucker that goddamn big and that defenseless. It was like throwing a rock in the ocean. So you can't miss. Just throw a rock near the ocean. It's going to land in water. That's how it looked in round 9 when Usyk was swinging on Fury's ass. Only the ropes were holding Fury upright. There's been some controversy. Oh, was he stopping it? What was the standing eight? No, when only the ropes are holding you upright, that is by right ruled a knockdown. And when the ref jumped in, it was right as Usyk was winding up what appeared to be one final fatal left hand, which almost assuredly, had that left hand landed, Usyk had it caught. It would have finished Fury. He was literally one shot away, one punch away, face bloody, and he was groggy as fuck, man. Well, we've seen him recover, and we did in this fight, barely. It even got to a point where Fury was once again comfortable, quote-unquote comfortable enough to showboat a little bit later in the fight towards the end. But Usyk was a constant threat after the 9th round, though. He seized control then in the 9th there, and he never relinquished it for the rest of the fight. It was like he walked over to Fury in round 9, snatched the WBC belt from his hands, and never returned it to him, almost literally and figuratively. Fury, he's a master at filling gaps in rounds and filling those pockets of time. It's why he got the W versus Ngannou. When not much of anything is going on in a particular round, that's good for Fury. Or as George Foreman used to say, not much is a lot. Not much is a lot, especially for Fury. But Usyk, he would not allow for much dead time, especially after he hurt Fury. He just stayed on him. So, whereas Fury could rest and gather himself and eat up the rounds via ring generalship, Usyk wasn't allowing it after hurting him. It was a close decision. I wouldn't have been mad at a draw because Fury, from about round 2, middle of round 2 to about round 7 to about round 8, it was Fury's fight, man. It was. I can see why Fury believes he won. I wouldn't have been mad at a draw, but the right man got the nod to me. He did. Usyk should have won that. Per punch stats, Usyk landed nearly 30 more, almost 30 more power shots than Fury did. Like, that's telling. And I'm sorry, you can't unsee the image of the smaller man making the bigger man retreat. It's not fair, but it's how we're going to innately judge things. Usyk, the evening, the event, the story, it all belonged to Usyk. It all belonged to Usyk, who's gone unnoticed, quite frankly, and off the radar for far too fucking long now. He just has, it's his time. Usyk was always the other Ukrainian badass. He was always the big serial killer looking motherfucker hanging around in Loma circle. Lomachenko. He was always that guy. Who's that big guy with Loma? Usyk's always been one of them but guys. Yeah, he's very good, but yeah, he's beat so-and-so, but yeah, he's a pound for pounder, but oh yeah, he's undefeated, but, and I'm as guilty as anyone of this. I'm as guilty as anybody. Usyk's performances, they've been uneven. His performances have been uneven at heavyweight. No one watched his bouts with Chaz Witherspoon or Derek Chisora and said, yep, that's the future undisputed heavyweight champion right there. But here we are. Old GAPPY teeth. You ugly little man. But seriously, Usyk fulfilling his deceased father's dream. Ukrainian pride, with the Russian invasion. I'm not politically savvy and astute, but I know there's rules to engagement in war, and when you're bombing civilian areas, that shit just ain't cool, man. But I digress. Lomachenko, Denis Berinchik, and Usyk all winning titles in the same week. That's some dope Ukrainian shit. I salute that. Vladimir Klitschko, former lineal champion. He says that Usyk is the best modern fighter in modern history. The best in the history. I ain't mad at that. Vladimir Klitschko's lineal reign was ended by Fury, And now Fury's lineal reign is ended by a fellow Ukrainian. That's a nice bookend to things. No one in boxing conveys or expresses more while saying less than Usyk says. He gets beyond his language barrier very well. He's a guy you can truly feel. And the pun was fully and appropriately intended in that case. What's concerning to me for Fury was he was already coming off his fuck-up fight. He already fucked it off against Ngannou, so he came in peak condition, or as close as he's going to get to it at 35 years of age, yet he still lost. But all in all, in a blood and guts world, Fury and Usyk was bloodier and gutsier than any of us could have imagined, and I can't wait for the rematch. Fuck it, I can't wait for the rematch in October. Salute Usyk. I am very feel. REED-BBS. Blackbird Sugar. Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.